Jurassic World. This is where our story begins. A scientific breakthrough without any consideration of the consequences. So nature did what it does and unleashed chaos. This time, we were deeper into the illusion of control, and the chaos brought something much worse. And for a moment, we remembered how precious life is. But time has a funny way of softening our memory of what it's like to lose control. And ambition. Ambition is a persistent thing. For the dinosaurs left behind, time was becoming immaterial. From miracles of science to assets destined for exploitation. Perhaps it's time we reflect on the true nature of nature. An endless cycle with one goal: survival. And this means that dinosaurs and humanity will have to find a way to work out their differences. To us, a desert is a wasteland, devoid of anything but the most extreme examples of life. But creatures once thrived in these lands hundreds of millions of years ago. Given the geological history that we're dealing with, dinosaurs walking among the tumbleweeds isn't that much of a stretch. The current situation, where dinosaurs are running wild, is untenable to those in charge, well, those that think they're in charge. So we're left with a problem or an opportunity. This is where you come in. They've ignored my warnings before, but maybe this time with you, it's going to be different. I'm willing to embrace the uncertainty.
Okay, I guess an introduction is in order. I'm Cabot Finch, Assistant Director of the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife. I know it sounds important, because it is, but let's not get bogged down in labels and titles and organizational flowcharts. I'll make this easy. You work for me. See, nothing to it. You'll be working with the experts. This is Claire Deering and Owen Grady.
And yes, we have first-hand experience with the dinosaurs. I'm the former operations manager at Jurassic World. Owen and I actually helped build the park. And unfortunately, we were there to witness its destruction. And this is Owen. He works with velociraptors.
You could call me a dinosaur wrangler, though officially I'm an animal behaviorist. I was just building a level of trust with them when this happens.
Okay. So we'll need to get a few things in place ASAP. Start with a response facility, equipped with both a Ranger Team 4x4
and a capture team helicopter.
We are making excellent progress, so let's stay focused. Next step, building a backup generator. Then feeding the energy it creates to the response facility. And also make sure the building is connected to the path network. It only does us good if it's operational.
Hey, Claire. We may have trouble tracking this dinosaur from the ground, and even more trouble if we're lucky enough to find it.
Then, the sensible thing is to take a capture team helicopter. You can trank it from the air.
See? I like the way I think. this is Owen.
I copy you.
We have it. Capture successful.
I knew you'd do it. Never had a doubt.
Really?
Well, maybe one or two.
Well, it's better than usual. I'll take it. Now, where do we take this dinosaur?
We have the enclosure. We just need you to deliver.
Hey, don't I always? Wait, you don't have to answer that.
John Hammond was concerned about what would happen if dinosaurs lived in the wild. It adds a whole new level of challenge, and perhaps opportunity.
Transit has commenced. Transportation complete.
Ooh, I instantly recognize this dinosaur. Kinda hard to forget once you've been trapped in a room with one. We couldn't save that baryonyx, but we can certainly help this one. There's not a lot out there for the dinosaur to consume, so we'll need a feeder inside the perimeter of that enclosure.
Hungry dinosaurs make me nervous.
Can't disagree with you there.
I could have just moved it.
Good to go on this end.
Copy. Okay. We need to get a full assessment of the dinosaur's health. Utilize a ranger team vehicle. Owen will help you get a status of the animal's overall welfare. Then we can
2
plan
years
our
old.
next move.
We really need that? A plan? I mean, I've always been more of a just make it up as I go kind of guy.
Tell you what,
Oops.
if this doesn't work, we'll try your way.
That sort of sounds like a plan.
While we can't replicate what we had on the islands, we still have to do what we can to get the dinosaurs more comfortable with their current surroundings here in Arizona.
Sunscreen and drinks by the pool? How's that sound?
Are you seriously asking? Or pretend asking?
Okay, Claire, how about we add some preferred terrain to their pens instead? Better?
He's eating fish.
We've got to monitor
eating
these
fish.
dinosaurs more closely. That means setting up a ranger post inside their enclosure. It sounds crazy, I know, but this'll work. Trust me.
I'm getting reports of dinosaurs running freely around the facility, Claire.
The reports may be accurate, but they don't paint a complete picture of our current status.
Angry dinosaurs on the loose. What am I missing?
They're not angry. They're simply acting on instincts. The more threatened the dinosaurs feel, the more hostile they'll become.
Especially if they sense survival is at stake.
But it is. Both theirs and ours.
Yeah, but only we know that.
For now, anyway.
We'll start by tranquilizing one of the dinosaurs from the helicopter, and then have a transport team bring it back to the facility.
Great. Do it.
Commencing asset transit. Reporting a miss. Confirming asset delivery. Collecting asset. Acknowledging asset collection request. Transportation underway.
Alright, so what does it want? It wants ground fiber. And some water. We can do some water.
Transporting asset. Asset has been delivered.
Wakey wakey.
Asset has been transported.
Overall, I'd say our operations are improving. I'm confident we may get a handle on this yet. But I'm also concerned, specifically about our biodiversity. Still, for now, let's focus on getting the dinosaurs safe and secure, as well as building some additional viewing galleries the DFW staff can use to monitor the animals. With so many of the animals running free, our priority has to be capturing as many of them as possible. We can coordinate our efforts from an expedition center. Get one built, and we'll take it from there.
I'll be able to track the dinosaurs, but some help would sure be appreciated. Claire tells me there are some candidates to recruit. Scientists. Hopefully you could find one as rough and tumble as I am. You seeing this, Claire?
Yeah, I sure am. This is our first live capture opportunity.
Let's not miss it.
We should assign that scientist you just hired to the task. Agreed? Owen, you there? I think you're still muted.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Good idea. What do we got to lose? You know, except maybe a new recruit.
Before the remote capture teams return, we should have enclosures ready for the dinosaurs. Think of it as welcoming them back home.
Oh god, captured 4 of them?
Assets in the air. Asset transportation in progress. Delivery has been completed. Asset delivered. Asset delivery confirmed. Delivery complete.
Very straight. Roll well.
Okay. Who's watching who?
I'm not following you, Owen.
Well, it's just like the dinosaurs are always watching us, so shouldn't we be watching them?
Yes, we should. Once we have the dinosaurs comfortably settled into their enclosures, we'll need viewing galleries.
That's what I'm saying. Only, you said it.
Itchy. So ground fruit. Ground fruit. Ah, you fucker.
Owen. Owen. We have a real problem.
I'm trying, Clara, but it's just, well, this is who I am.
Not you.
Ah, the dinosaurs. Tell me something I don't know.
Okay, how about this? There's a massive sandstorm headed our way, and it could wipe out the facility. Without power, the safety of the dinosaurs could be at serious risk.
Okay, listen to me, Claire. We'll figure this out. Have I ever let you down before?
Actually, no.
And I'm planning on keeping it that way. Everything we can do, we will do. We've survived worse. What's a little sand?
I gotta say, I'm feeling pretty concerned about our current situation. As much as I'd obviously love to help out, I'm a little tied up. So, who's gonna protect the dinosaurs?
And our personnel.
Yes, of course. I mean, that goes without saying.
I'm saying it anyway.
It's just, it would be a tragedy to lose these animals again. And by tragedy, I mean huge financial loss. And obviously an embarrassment to those in charge of the DFW.
People such as you.
Well, actually, exactly me. So, how do we avoid that?
Okay, step 1, round up the stragglers and get all the dinosaurs back into their enclosures. Then we'll work on our safety ratings.
This good?
Yes, this is a plan I can support now and take credit for later.
Asset transportation underway. Asset transported.
Back in your cage, buddy. Mission complete. Okay, there, that was quick.
Arizona was secure. The dinosaurs were safe. Finch and the DFW had what they needed to keep the bureaucrats off our backs. For now. But the future, that was something completely different.
I wish we'd had more time to brief you, but as you know, the situation is fluid. Our Canadian friends are concerned that many of these wild animals are getting close to their border. We'd like to prevent them from crossing it. We being the CIA. My division is the DSD, Dangerous Species Division. I'm Dr. Dua. I have an extensive background in paleo research in this very field. At Jurassic World, and now other locations I'm not at liberty to discuss. However, I have history with many of the people involved here. A poacher camp. What remains of it, anyway. Amateurs. They only succeeded in getting themselves and others killed. And making our job that much more difficult.
Dr. Dua, the dinosaurs are still agitated.
Tranquilizing them would appear to be the best option at this point.
Let's do it as safely and quickly as we can.
Nice shot. Just as an organization has key players, me, it also has key facilities that it needs to run effectively. So you should get started with the construction of an arrival building, a control center, and also a backup generator to supply power.
Oops.
Not bad if I do say so myself. And I guess I am. But we're also gonna need a response facility. Your response to this directive should be to get one built. Huh? You see what I did there, huh? Response. Never mind. Don't respond.
Claire, we need to get the dinosaurs into new holding enclosures.
The ones we've already captured.
Yep, that's right.
And we'll want them awake and as comfortable as possible.
I know, she's been hanging in there. Nose! What you doing, Nose? Come on, Nose. What you doing? Hi, Stink. You napping in there? What are you doing? You napping in the other room? Huh? I know they probably make you all nervous in the other room. I know it's cold in here. I know. Okay, so I gotta make a cage for these guys. Shoe, water shoe. Too close for his ass. You know what? Pick him up. Put him
Asset
right there.
requiring collection.
Pick him up.
Heading
him
to
right
collect the asset. Asset has been collected. Asset in transit.
They definitely might need a bigger one than that.
Asset transportation complete. Delivery complete.
Okay, yeah, no, I figured you guys would need a little bit bigger of a spot. Yeah, I'm working on your prey. Gonna want the prey probably right there. Water. 3 years old. Oh man.
They had dangerous animals here?
Correct, Mr. Finch. We know where they were. But now, Mr. Grady, it's essential that we know where they are.
I know my dinosaurs. I'd say they're headed off in this direction.
And do you know your dinosaurs, Mr. Grady?
Better than anyone.
But these are not your dinosaurs, per se.
Well, you're just gonna have to trust me on this one.
Whoa.
This looks promising. You know, not that I'm promising anything. Everything points in this direction. Say what you want about the dinosaurs, but they're not subtle. Wherever they go, they leave a mark.
Sounds like someone I know.
Is it Dr. Malcolm? Because that guy, he is out there. Talk about an ego.
As opposed to...
Well, you know, a certain lovable animal behaviorist whose humility has a charm of its own. I feel like we are getting close. Just be ready for anything, all right? Ambush! Move quickly, but not too quickly. We'll trigger their instinct to chase. Now move! Move!
Owen. Owen, are you okay? What is happening?
Little busy right now.
Please tell me you have things under control.
Do you want me to lie?
If it'll calm my anxiety, yes. I'm a bundle of raw nerves.
We're working the problem. We have a helicopter standing by, and they'll attempt to tranquilize the animal from the air.
Attempt. Attempt? We need success, Dr. Dua, before it can eat Grady and the others.
No, please don't say that. You believe in the team, right?
You want me to lie?
Owen, what's our status?
We're close. We have everything almost under control, but the animal is injured. We'll need to get her to a secure enclosure for observation and treatment.
I'll notify Dr. Dua.
Oh, me? I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
En route to pick up the asset. Asset being transported.
And the herbivores? What about them?
As long as they stay away from civilization, leave them in place. They'll survive in the wilderness without our intervention, right?
Given time to adapt? Yes, I'd say they will.
I guess that's something we're all gonna have to get used to. Having dinosaurs out in the world.
Is that you talking, or is that the government?
Claire, I am the government.
Asset delivered.
I knew she was going to start barking as soon as I heard that. Uh,
I'm going to need a paleomedical facility to assess the status of the dinosaur that they're bringing in. We'll need to do a full medical scan. I want to understand what went wrong if we're going to avoid an event like this in the future.
Asset collection request received.
that was a lot of money. Most out of I can.
Assets in the air. Asset has been transported.
Route to destination. What one? Really like to know how. Boom. Out of route instantly.
Asset to be collected. Asset transportation in progress.
Oh, Jesus.
Asset transported.
Part of the healing process is to get some rest, preferably someplace comfortable.
Always works for me. Same for the dinosaurs, I'd imagine.
You imagine correctly.
Not according to my ex.
Yes, moving on then. We want to have the animal transported and then secure and comfortable in its enclosure, if you please.
Angry. How old are you? 3 years old. Okay.
We'd worked to make sure the dinosaurs would thrive in the forest. At first, I believed this was for the best. Then we realized that forest makes up about 1/5 of the total land mass in the US, and almost 40% of Canada's wilderness. Working together with the DFW and the CIA, we made the dinosaurs feel right at home. In the forest. I really hope the powers that be know what they're doing. Because the dinosaurs definitely do.
Interesting.
The only way to fly, right? Private.
Pennsylvania.
Away from
I
the
don't think I've done
hubbub
this
of the
one yet.
public. No prying eyes asking wordless questions I don't feel much like answering. Now, call me crazy. You wouldn't be the first. But we need to centralize our operations, and that's why I've chosen this location. Well, okay, I didn't choose it myself, but I was part of the process. I mean, I got the memo. The Appalachians have long been a place where people can kind of disappear, whether on their own or with the help of someone else. So, why not the dinosaurs? Pull a few strings, grease a few palms, twist a few arms, and bang! Just like that, the Department of Fish and Wildlife has a new base of operations. Now, we'll need to hit the ground running if we're going to have this place ready for something it hasn't dealt with in 65 million years. The bare bones are established, but before the ones covered in flesh and blood arrive, we'll need it fully funded. Owen and Claire are already on site. They'll have more info for you. Dr. Dua will be coordinating your activities. And me, I'll be managing expectations and staying an arm's length away from the metasauruses. Oh, wait. Arm's length is probably not the best choice of words.
We may need some additional hands on this one. Mr. Lambert?
Standing by and ready to go. Just give the word.
George Lambert is an expert ranger who worked with us in the islands and is now with the DFW. He and Owen will deal with the dinosaurs, while we address the facilities.
There are a number of animals from your previous captures that will be coming your way soon. Delays are unacceptable.
Understood. We'll start with the construction of animal enclosures.
We'll catch 'em, you keep 'em.
See if I can somehow make this work. I have an idea. Really? Oh, you're really gonna do that, huh? Hang on. Okay, so first things first. We'll just build one right here.
Commencing asset transit. Asset transportation underway.
We have new arrivals that will need food and housing.
I'd also suggest keeping a close eye on these dinosaurs until they settle into their surroundings.
Lambert's right. They've had a taste of the wild. Confinement may not sit well with them.
Okay. We make no assumptions and pay attention to all the details.
Good. Remember, just like us, the dinosaurs are always learning.
And you need to keep that in mind as you build another dinosaur habitat. Safety first, for them and us. Get it built, then get the dinosaurs into the new enclosure. That about cover it, Doc?
Perfectly.
Delivery has been completed.
And then operations. I can't put it there. Yeah, I know it needs a path.
Asset being transported.
I'm not sure I'll ever be fully comfortable at the park, but the lab coats want to make sure the dinosaurs are, so that's a job you should stay on top of.
No path.
Confirming asset delivery.
Oh, excuse me. Sure, about 80%. He's at 100. He's at 100. He's at 100. And I know this place gonna need some water. Don't know what else. $2.7 million. Profit per minute, 268,000. Okay. Oh, stink.
Okay, Dr. Dua and that guy Finch must be getting pressure from above, because they want more animals rounded up. Check the expedition map, and dispatch a remote capture team to a hotspot. I'll do what I can on my end.
Are you gonna get me, Nose? Yeah. Ah. I stink. Hi. Just for a little bit.
Okay, the good news first. We've been achieving some success with our remote capture teams, which means a steady supply of dinosaurs to our control center. Now that I like. Removing them from possible uncontrolled interaction with the general public is a 100% win in my book. Now to the bad news, which I always hate getting, but honestly, kind of enjoy giving. These animals are arriving with an unknown disease, and we've got to get a handle on it post-haste. That's management speak for PDQ, huh? Pretty damn quick. Dr. Dua?
We can diagnose this disease with scans from our mobile veterinary unit. We'll get it under control before too long.
That's good. Let's get to work.
Asset has been collected. Transit has commenced.
Wonder what these guys will need. Oh, I know. I know. Look at the way you're sitting. You seem so sad.
Asset has been delivered. Asset
Hi,
delivery
baby.
confirmed.
Ah! So dark.
You have to understand something. Owen and I signed on to this project because we want what is best for the dinosaurs. Not for them to be exploited or engineered, hacked and spliced and compromised.
They deserve a chance at life as much as any other living creature.
Honestly, perhaps even more, as the miracle of science gave them a second chance.
So, do the research, find the cure, and then let's use it. Or the dinosaurs die. Again. And listen, that's not going to happen.
Nova, you don't need anything. Shush.
Dr. Dua, this is Lambert. I've just received word that you'd like us to increase our capture efforts. Can you confirm?
Yes, that's correct. We need to grow this facility, which means we need more animals. It's time to stress test our systems and make sure we're capable of managing both the science and our operations.
Understood. My teams are standing by. We still have a number of dinosaurs in the wild. Plenty of targets to bring in.
Assets. And yes, this will be an ongoing mission for us moving forward.
Hi. Um, be built. Oh, you got two of them.
Transportation underway.
Dang, these guys like fish.
Transportation complete.
are these guys? Oh, new. 56. Not bad. Stop, Nova. Just stop.
Asset in transit. Transporting asset.
Not as big as I thought, but
Asset transportation complete.
she's still sitting over here.
These spines are actually not too dissimilar to those of an iguana.
114. Oh, he just turned 1. Interesting. You still panicking? Oh, can you just stop? Meh, drank the one that was freaking.
En route to collect the asset.
Poor guy. Swallowed object. Oh. Apparently this dinosaur, when he attacked the team car, he swallowed an object. So I have to bring him to a medical bay.
Asset transportation in progress. transportation underway. Commencing asset
Oh,
transit.
screw them. What are you making anyways? Oh, yes. Yes.
Transportation.
That just made me that made me excited.
Asset delivery. Asset has been delivered.
You're always cool.
I miss you.
I've been right here the whole time. Could have came and said hello anytime. I can't touch my mouse like that.
I miss you.
When's the food gonna be?
Soon.
How long soon?
Like less than 10 minutes. Maybe less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
My baby. Oh, I'm so sorry.
And my hands are freezing because they're out here. It's cold. Huh? Oh, cool. She didn't know where you were. She didn't know where you were. Yeah, she kept going over here, and I was like, then I just kept quiet. She was like, oh. Huh? Is it warm again? We need to get one. We just need to get a better one. Period. Oh, you're fancy. Oh. Interesting. Oh, hi, buddy. Is the other one done? Ah, here it is.
Heading to pick up the asset. Asset being transported. Asset delivery confirmed.
Okay. We're making progress. But there's always more to be done. For you, anyway. Take this next objective, for example.
Huh?
No hot sauce or anything?
Yeah,
No, that's sriracha.
sure. I'll try the sriracha.
How much you want? I don't know how much you want.
Is it open?
Every time, Nova.
Hmm?
Every time.
I Let's build that extra cage for no reason.
This is what we'd hoped to accomplish on Isla Nublar. A place where the dinosaurs could finally thrive. Minus the volcano. Obviously.
That's a pretty big minus.
I think we can all be proud of what we've accomplished here.
But
But what?
I can hear it in your voice.
Okay. I'm just wondering what Dua is really up to. I don't buy all her saving the future by controlling the past talk.
Yeah, Lambert mentioned that some of the animals were being moved to an undisclosed location. He wouldn't say, or maybe he didn't know who was taking delivery, but it wasn't the DFW.
A third party?
And you and I are not invited.
First reports were from Seattle-Tacoma Airport's air traffic control, but now we're getting radar hits from Portland International. So they're traveling south.
Probably because of the weather.
Agreed. They're migrating. But what happens if one of these animals decides to play chicken with a commercial airliner?
This is the modern world and the prehistoric one on a collision course. If Owen and Lambert do what they say they can, we're going to need facilities in place for the flyers when they arrive. Let's start with some aviary domes and a hatchery. Oh, we also need an expedition center, and as you heard, time is not on our side.
Ready on this end. We could send out expeditions for remote capture.
These creatures can cover a lot of ground from the air, so we should snap to it.
All right, let's fly the not-so-friendly skies.
Nova, you need to chill out. Keep whooping me. Rude.
We have captured flyers ready to deliver.
Have them brought to the aviary hatchery by our transport team. We'll then release them into the domes.
And by release, you mean contain?
Yes, in a controlled environment and under our supervision and care.
Excellent.
We should be on schedule to deliver assets to the other site.
Ooh.
Assets in the air. Asset has been collected. Transit has commenced. Delivery has been completed. Asset transportation complete.
They want more rocks.
Asset delivered.
Looks like we might be getting things under control.
I would say famous last words, but given the number of times that I could have used this very phrase over the years, I'm going to go with, quote, predictable, unquote, last words instead.
Dr. Malcolm, why are you contacting us?
Same thing as always, the dinosaurs, and my obsessive need to witness the car crash when it happens.
It's good to hear from you again, Dr. Malcolm.
Dr. Dua, you're now increasing the so-called intelligence part of the CIA, if I'm to understand correctly.
We do what we can.
Yes, we do what we can, and sometimes more than we should. Interesting times, and I mean times as the dinosaurs are living in ours. Should they be here? No. Are they? Yes. Ergo, they should. And the hidden hand of chaos is revealed.
It's what else remains hidden that's concerning me at the moment, Doctor.
Oh, yes, indeed. Yes.
A little bit.
That's why I've brought somebody with me
I need the
to
food
help
to settle
shed some
first.
light in this
I need more, though.
regard,
That was good.
Mr. Isaac Clement. Yeah, a specialist of the spectacular. You should be hearing from him soon.
These dinosaurs require feeders if they're to stay healthy. Stay on top of it.
Probably the same amount again. It was good.
Hey, I'm Isaac Clement. Dr. Malcolm should have mentioned me earlier. We have some specific requirements, including a ranger team to gather information and monitor the animals within the aviary. A viewing gallery is also on our list. So, now it's on yours.
Hey, Claire. I've been thinking.
When you think it makes me nervous.
No, seriously. Why the flyers?
Okay, I'm not following you.
Dr. Malcolm starts contacting Dr. Dua from who knows where when these flying reptiles become an issue. Why?
Because they introduce a unique danger? And he's concerned?
Yeah, that's probably it.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Owen. For now, we should make sure the satisfaction levels for the flyers is high. That's verifiable data we can use. Forget the conspiracy angle.
Hello? We're chasing prehistoric animals, Claire. Reality ain't what it used to be.
Thank you.
Yeah, you were right, Dr. Malcolm.
It's sort of my thing.
The facility is functioning as anticipated.
We have enough assets in the pipeline that we should be able to move forward soon.
Right now we're putting out brush fires, but this is an inferno that could engulf the world.
Your concern is noted.
For now, I suggest we focus on this location. It's about high welfare and visibility for the animals, and safety for the DFW staff, of course.
Learning to coexist with the dinosaurs is a process. We're getting there.
And if we don't, where's that leave us? We will have created an apocalypse born of our arrogance, humanity versus the dinosaurs, and honestly, I'm not sure who deserves to win.
Asset in transit. Asset transportation underway.
If we want to find success, we must look to the sky. That means more flyers, and more species of flyers in the aviaries. Flap, not flop, huh?
Asset delivery confirmed.
Wonder how many can be held.
Asset delivered. Asset transportation complete. Asset transported. Transporting asset. Asset transportation in progress. Confirming asset delivery. Delivery complete. Transportation complete.
It took too much. Eat that too. Look.
Oh, hi. Hi, you little shit. How you doing? You're so big compared to the other ones.
Even contrived, planned, and managed beauty has its charms, but what appeals to the senses is the asymmetry of nature. Its rough edges, its mistakes, a tree that is both out of place and exactly where it needs to be. Much like the dinosaurs.
Excuse me, Dr. Malcolm. There are reports of a large herd of subject animals roaming freely in Yosemite.
To my point, chaos. Don't you just love it?
Yosemite. Over 1,000 square miles in size. It is home to one of the oldest plant species on Earth, the giant sequoias, which have been growing in this part of California for over 60 million years.
That could be our connection. What's drawing the dinosaurs here?
The sequoias are familiar, part of their genetic memory.
Then this land could be a perfect fit for the dinosaurs.
Excuse me.
Okay, the horse is already out of the barn. That's a saying, by the way. There's no horse and no barn.
What Owen means is that things are already in motion. We have dinosaurs that we'll need to capture and facilities that need to be built.
But not actual barns. Barns, no. Expedition center, a paleomedical facility, and a response facility, yes.
Those should give us a solid foundation.